Okay, so as like yesterday, we discussed about the agenda and the syllabus of ETL testing. So let me share my screen so that you people can memorize again. The, so as part of ETL testing syllabus, we discussed that we are going to study data warehouse concept, Oracle SQL, okay, Informatica Tool, HPLM, basic of Unix command, okay, manual testing basics, agile methodology, and the project explanation, okay. And I'll support you with the resume building and job assistance. Okay, so wherever I'll come to know, I have some set of HR lists are there that I will share with you so that you can send your resume to those mail ID. Okay? So that are there, and then important interview questions. So in this data warehouse concept, so these are the important topics we are going to discuss. Uh, these are the important topics we are going to discuss regarding the data warehouse. Okay, so it's a part of ETL testing. It's part of ETL testing where like architecture will have the data warehouse concept. Okay, so it's like ETL testing in simple word. It's called data warehouse testing also. So by the name itself, it's saying that data warehouse where like the things will be stored. Like in a warehouse, if you know that company and all, they'll be storing their things into the warehouse. So like that only here data warehouse, the data will be stored in a data warehouse. Okay. So this is the meaning here, data warehouse. This we'll discuss in detail. So these are the topics we are going to cover as a part of data warehouse topics and add on like this one also. A few more are there, so I will share in a document. Okay. So then later on, we'll discuss SQL command as we discussed yesterday that out of 100%, 70 to 80% your interview depends on Oracle SQL. Okay. So out of 10 questions, if in interview they will ask 10 questions, then 7 to 8 questions you can expect from 7 to 8 questions you can expect from Oracle SQL only. So Oracle SQL is very, very important for the ETL testing. So we don't need a very complex thing. We don't need very complex thing. We need medium level only that I will teach you with more practical examples and all. Okay, so this is what we have in Oracle SQL. So everything will be covered as part of Oracle SQL. So functions are very important. We'll cover more on functions and other like joins and constraints and views, subqueries, set operator. All these things will be covered as a SQL syllabus. Okay, so it's very important. I request everyone to prepare more on this, and moreover just give me your 1 month of time. Okay, 1 month of time, and you will have your offer letter in your hand. If you will give dedicatedly 1 month to me, 1 month to me, then I can assure you that you will have your offer letter in your hand with my help, with my suggestion. If you'll follow my instructions, if you follow my instructions, suggestions, okay, if I will tell you how to practice and all, if you follow that, you will have your offer letter in your hand. So whatever I'm going to cover, this is more than sufficient for ETL testing. Okay, this is more than sufficient for ETL testing. More out of this, they will not ask you question. Out of this, they will not ask you any other question. So if like 90% question, whatever they will ask, sometimes 100%, sometimes 90% questions will be asked from this, whatever we are going to cover. And if you will be able to answer 90% question, your selections will be confirmed. Okay. So out of 10 questions, if you're able to answer 9 questions, then your selections will be confirmed. Moreover, like people used to tell, sir, I'm able to answer all questions, whatever they are asking. But in one interview, out of 15 questions, he was able to answer 14 questions. One question, it came from the manual testing. Okay, so they asked alpha testing. So alpha testing, it's a manual term. So I will not go in a deep for the manual testing. Whatever required things are there for manual testing, that only I will cover. Okay. Hope you people understand it. Okay. So this manual testing, whatever we have, SDLC life cycle. These are the topics I'm going to cover for the manual testing. Okay. So yesterday I explained, whoever is having any doubt, just go through the recording, and then some part of Python or basics will cover. Okay. Basics only, so that you can put in your resume. Okay. Any question, guys? If anyone join new, can ask question.
Hello. Hi,
Yeah,
sir.
yeah,
My name is Gangadhar.
yeah, Gangadhar.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Actually, I completed my graduation in 2011, sir. I have experience in BPO sector.
uh-huh.
If I want to move in IT sector,
Hmm.
how many years I need to keep experience?
4 to 5 years.
4 to 5.
Yeah.
And the SQL and Oracle is both are different or same, sir? You
Same
told
only,
that
same.
SQL.
Same only.
Okay.
Oracle is a company, SQL is a method.
Okay.
Okay, so I will teach you from basics to the, if you don't know anything about Oracle, don't worry, I will teach you from starting to the,
Okay.
Which ETL tool you are using? I
sorry, I got a call. What questions you are asking, Gangadhar? It's clear, no, for you?
Yes, yes, it's clear, sir. Someone asking which ETL tool we are using.
So it's the Informatica tool we are going to use, Bumsy.
yes, yes.
So we
Informatica. Talent.
Informatica only is running a standard tool, okay, in market. So see,
Okay.
when you will go in a company, when you will go in a company, it's
Okay.
not like for each project you will get Informatica. So out of 10 projects, what I worked in my life in a
Okay.
company, 2 to 3 projects only we worked on Informatica tool. Other than that, they will have different. But the standard for interview for ETL testing is Informatica.
Okay. I'm
So,
asking the only ETL testing. So like some of the like top ETL tools are like Talent, SSIS, so many in
uh,
the IT. But
mm,
which is useful because Informatica, is it we need Informatica to learn Informatica, or just it is a only small part of the
inform
ETL testing?
See, Informatica, whatever the scope for Informatica is there, it's a very less for ETL testing. It's like more for developers. Okay. So
Okay.
for testers, we have less scope. But
Okay.
more than that, I will give you overview of Informatica tool. But
Okay.
the thing is that importance of Informatica is that whatever the data you will validate, no,
Okay.
source and target, that is important using Informatica. So like still it will be a long period of time when I will tell when I will explain the Informatica tool, I will tell you the real time scenario by
Okay.
running the workflow and how to validate source and target.
And we are using for the project management tool, is it we are using Jira like other?
Uh, project management tool you can use for the Jira, as well like some of the company they are using SSRS. So it's very quite easy. Okay, Jira is not so difficult. Okay, I have not included in this. I have included ALM as a test management. Okay.
Okay.
ALM as a test management, where like you will upload test cases and all, or mostly all interviews they will ask for ALM only. But I will add Jira also. Okay, I will find out. I will add Jira also. Okay, it's open source only. Anyone can practice in that. Okay.
What are the basic skills need to learn ETL testing? Like
which year pass out you?
No. I'm working as a developer, but I need to move on to testing side.
What developer you are working?
ERP developer.
Acha, ERP developer. So skill set is only Oracle for this query part. If you'll ask me, coding part. So basic of SQL is needed. Basic of SQL is needed. Okay. Other than that, everything is everything we have.
Okay.
Like theory part only. Okay. Basic SQL is needed.
Okay. Fine.
Any other question?
No. Nothing.
Your name?
Vamshi.
Okay. You pinged me on WhatsApp.
Yes.
Okay.
No. I will ping.
So I'll drop my number. Just ping me on my WhatsApp number so that I will add you to group. Okay.
Okay.
This is my WhatsApp number.
Okay. Okay.
Pushraj, you were asking any other question?
No. It will take 2 months, 1 month.
See, yeah, just a second, Pushraj. Let me confirm you. So see what is happening. 1.5 months I have made a target to complete this course, but 1 week here and there. But what I feel like, if you people will be able to manage the speed, if you people will be able to manage the speed, then 1 day in a weekdays, okay, morning time or evening time, we'll keep class, okay, so that we'll able to finish in 1 month or 35 days.
Okay.
So it depends on you people maturity. Like if you people will be okay. If you people will be able to grab it, then we'll add 1 more class, because Saturday, Sunday, 2 days, you will feel like what is that more, and then it's like gap is there in a weekday. So I will plan Wednesday or Thursday 1 day after 1 or 2 weeks. Okay, after 1 or 2 weeks, like we'll add 1 more class so that we'll finish in 1 month or 35 days.
Okay. Thanks.
My target is 1.5 months.
Okay.
Yeah, Pushraj, ask. Which year pass out, Bamsi, you are?
2015.
2015. Engineering?
Yeah, MTech.
Okay, cool. Pushraj, please ask.
How we get hands-on the SQL queries? Do you provide any database for that, or labs?
Yeah. See, the thing is that we'll provide you the database, Oracle database. So I will ask you to install it in Oracle database. 1 class will be dedicated to install this Oracle SQL. Okay, so once I will give you the steps also from where you have to download and how to download. And then these are the schema you have to install in that. Okay, so this is, if you'll see my screen, you will be able to see the Oracle SQL window. So we'll work on mostly on this one. Okay, so whatever the queries are there, it's we'll work on this, and Informatica also will be connected with this only. Okay, and
in industries only Oracle is using, or some other databases are also using?
Some other database means, see, so many company their own database. If you'll consider IBM, so IBM is having their own database, Netija and Teradata, their own database. Okay, IBM, but it depends on the customer. Okay, it depends on the customer client which database they want to use for their project.
Okay.
Why I'm telling it? Because see, customer, whatever the customer will tell, company will implement. I worked in IBM, so in IBM they were using Oracle also, Teradata also, Netija also. So it depends on company projection. Okay, so which database they want to use. They cannot force that this is my database and you use only this database. Moreover, if you learn any of the database, basic is same. Okay, or everything is same. 90%, 95% queries are same for other database. Okay, so if you
Okay.
consider Oracle SQL, if you learn Oracle SQL perfectly, then if you'll go for
Mhm.
other database also like Teradata and Netija or like SAP HANA or all other database, almost same, 95%. I worked on the database like Microsoft SQL 2012. I worked on the SAP HANA. I worked on Netija. I worked on Teradata. I worked on Oracle SQL. I find not much difference. Only little bit syntax error will be there. Other than that, everything is same.
Which one is most widely used?
Oracle database. Most
Okay.
widely used Oracle database is the Oracle database. Okay, and I told you, no, whatever you use in a project, almost
Mhm.
90% everywhere same. And people will ask you question from Oracle SQL only. Like Informatica is a standard for this ETL tool. Okay, like that Oracle SQL is a standard tool for SQL. Okay, so
Okay.
whatever the standard tool are there, I am just going to cover so that you will not face in interview any problem. And believe me, guys, you will be able to answer all questions. Okay, you will be able to answer all questions whatever they will ask you in interview. Okay, uh, I have worked 10 years as a ETL tester and I have attended more than 100 interviews. Based on that interviews, I just prepared these documents. I prepared this document. Okay, and you will not face any problem. If you'll see Oracle SQL, I'm just going to cover all these topics. All these topics. If you'll go for any of the topics, like theory part, I will give you in this format. Theory part, I will give you in this format. Okay, theory part, I will give you in this format. All this thing are theory part and the query part. Okay, so query part, I will give you in this format. Okay, so query part will be given in this format. If you will see, so that you will not struggle, you will not struggle if you're writing first time. You will not struggle, and follow my instruction. 1 month, 1.5 month till when the class will be running. After completing Informatica, I will help you to prepare your resume. Okay, I will help you to prepare your resume. You will get job. Okay. Hope I am clear. Pushraj?
Yeah, yeah. Thank you.
Which year pass out you are, Pushraj?
Sorry?
Hello? Which year pass out you are?
2010.
And engineering?
MCA.
Oh, cool. No problem. You're working somewhere now or how it is?
Yeah, yeah, I'm working.
Okay, cool. In software or it's like a different field?
Different.
Okay, fine. So just give me your best for this 1 month, 1.5 month. 100% people are getting job. So don't hesitate that people are not getting job. People are getting job. For 100% they are getting job. So the way I will teach you, you will understand everything. Anytime you can call me, anytime, any doubt, you can ask me. Okay. So let's start with
Uh,
the, yeah.
Jay, one more question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Actually, we are from some different backgrounds, so we don't know how the work environment in the testing
Mm,
domain. So, will
mm,
you explain that? Means if you go in company, and because we don't know how, means what is the day-to-day task of that?
yeah. So the thing is that I will explain you completely 100% what are the things you are going to do in a project so that, see, you will be showing 4, 5 years, 6 years of experience, correct? So based on that, you have to show that you already know the work. So I have to teach you the basic things, complex things that how you will be surviving in the company. Okay, how you are going to
Okay.
survive in the company. Okay, everything I will tell you from basics like how agile methodology works, how you will go in a project and how, what are the things will be started. like requirement gathering, and you will understand the requirement, writing the test case, everything I will tell you. Don't worry. These are the things I will make you master, and then you will feel that you know everything. You don't have any gap for the IT. You know everything, and you are okay with it. Okay. One of my old student is there in a class. Okay, you can ask Mukesh.
Yes.
Mukesh, yeah, can you
Yes.
tell me my way of teaching?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, once all classes will be over, you will get the means enough confidence to clear any kind of interview, and definitely sir will help you to prepare the resume. Once you will attend all the classes, means finally you will feel that I know the actual language, and definitely we can clear the interview.
So you will not face any problem when you will be working in a company, no? You will not face any problem. Okay, so the way I will train you, that is more than sufficient.
Okay.
Okay. So let's start the class. Okay, it's already half an hour over. Okay. Any other question? Just call me, other person. And I shared yesterday the share path link. Okay, let me show you. So this data warehouse concept completely I have shared with the whoever shared me the mail ID. Whoever shared me the mail ID. Okay, so these are the recording for previous classes. I have shared complete data warehouse recording to the mail ID, as well as this document. So data warehouse document, as well as ETL testing interview question. So if you people are not received, please ping me on my WhatsApp number so that I will share you the same thing. Okay, so I will share you the same thing to your mail ID. Okay, you will receive the link and you will have access for the all these things. So if you want to be shared, please ping me on a WhatsApp number. If you are in a group, then drop me here a mail ID and your name. Okay, in a chat box you drop your mail ID and name. Whoever new to this class and they don't have my contact number, they ping me in WhatsApp. I will add you to group also, so that any updates will be there. Will update you on this group. Okay, so let's start the class. So yesterday I was talking the data warehouse concept only. This much architecture only we discussed. What we discussed yesterday, many people are new, so let me explain it again. So this is the general common architecture of any of the data warehouse. So any company, if you'll go, there will be source, there will be a staging area, there will be target. People who is not talking, go and mute, please. Okay. So this is the general architecture for data warehouse. Okay, data warehouse, nothing but ETL testing only. As I mentioned, your warehouse where like a company will be storing their things, their product. Similarly, like data warehouse, data will be stored in that warehouse. Okay, so this is the general architecture: source side, staging area, warehouse, target tables, data mart, and this reporting users will generate the report. So this is the common architecture. Any company will follow the almost same architecture for the data warehouse, almost same. Okay, so these are the different types of source are there. Okay, operational system, like consider one company. Okay, consider one company. If Big Bazaar is there, okay, Big Bazaar, they have 500 stores all over India, 500 stores all over India. So each store consider 1,000 customers. They are going to purchase the things. So they have so many things. They have electronics item. They have household item. They have clothing department. They have many things in Big Bazaar. Okay. So what people will go? People will do. They will go to the store. They will find their product and they will go for the billing counter. Okay. So billing counter cashier will what they will do? They will collect the cash or card and they will make the bill. They will take the initial information like your name. So they will collect your name, email ID, mobile number, and they will feed in the database. So what will happen? Those data are raw data. Those data are raw data. So consider this is one store, another store, another store. and 500 stores are there. Consider 1,000 customer every day in one store. It's visit. Okay, 1,000 customer they are going to visit one store every day. So 500 store in how much data will it will generate? 500 into 1,000 data every day it will be generated. So the maintaining those data in a local database is difficult. Okay, so what they will do? They will send this data from the local store to the one landing area. Okay, one landing area from where it will go to the staging area. In a staging area, what are the things will be done? In a staging area, whatever the data they in a store cashier will enter, those data are raw data. Okay, that is not perfect data. Okay, some of the times in Jayant, if they will enter Jayant, some special character by mistake they will enter in hurry worry. Okay, and mobile number not in proper order. So something like that it will be there. So those data are not in perfect order. So what they will do, they will do here completely. They will make correctness of data. They will make data in a structured format. Okay, structured format they will make it so that whenever they will process further, it will be stored in a nice way. And other than correctness of data, it will be the transformation logics will be applied. Transformation logic means what? Customer. Okay, it's like customer data. Whatever the big bazaar is sending their data, so it will be stored in a staging area. Okay, so staging area, the data transformation logics will be applied. In transformation logic, customer will tell that I want my data to be loaded in a this format. So they will apply some rule. They will give some rule. Based on this rule, you apply these rules and load into target database. Okay, so like that. If you'll consider this one, so consider this, and this is the one name. Stephen King is the one name. First name and last name. Customer want, no, I want only full name as a name. Okay, so Stephen King as a one column. So they will give the rule for that. Email ID, if you'll see the signatures are missing. Okay, so what the customer want, they want signature to be added. Okay, signature to be added, so that they will be in future, they will be able to contact, they will be able to send mail. So these are the changes the customer will tell in the requirement, that I want my data to be loaded in a target in same format, like full name and last name should be a one column, or email ID should have the signature, mobile number should be in a proper order, job ID should be in a proper order. If it's accounting programming, so written as a accounting programming. Null value, whatever null values are there, put some value 0 or -1 or something. So like that, they will give the rule, and those rules will be applied here. And finally, data will be loaded into the data warehouse. Finally, data will be loaded to the data warehouse. This is the target database. Okay, after transformation logic, data will be loaded in a target database. And this is the subject specific. We'll discuss more on this in upcoming topics. Okay. And then from this, users will be able to generate. Okay, so from this target database, user will be able to generate. End of the day, what is important for any of the company, to monitor the progress of the company. Okay, to monitor the profit of the company. Okay, so profit of the company. What is the meaning of profit of the company? Wherever, like whatever the data they are selling, whatever the product they are selling. Okay, so whether each store is generating profit or not, if they want to see, they will see in this segment. Okay, so and they will be analyzing the data. They will be analyzing the sales. They will be analyzing the business sales through this layer. They will generate the report from here, the final data warehouse, and it will be they will be able to take decisions. So this is a decision maker layer. This is the analysis layer for the customer. This is the reporting layer for the customer. Okay. Any question, guys? So we'll discuss more on this. What is operational systems and all one by one. When we'll come to the normal database and all these things. Each part you will feel that you are very clear. Okay. So just now I gave you the structure of that, common structure of it. Any question, guys?
Jay, I have one question.
Yeah, go ahead. Your name?
Actually, Pushkaraj.
Yeah, Prithviraj, tell me.
As you said that in staging area means we are applying the logics, right?
Mm,
For as you given the example, big bazaar, when
mm,
customer go to the billing counter, and
mm,
if the respected person enter the wrong mobile number, at the same time he will get the error, na? How
mm.
means this uh, means when we apply the logic,
So that's what,
I'm
like,
not understanding.
this is the store data. Okay, so see, 500 store, they will generate the data. Okay, so
Means
1000.
actually
Uh,
one actually
mm.
we worked on the already means stored database, or we worked on the data we going to store.
No, no, not a store database. They are like, it will be a system will have a local database. Those database, end of the day, it will send to the staging area. So we will be working as a ETL tester to validate data between staging area and this layer target. So this is our source and this is our target. Sometimes you will have access in this layer, but not store layer. So what they will do, from 500 store, they will transfer data into the Oracle database or some other database, and data will be stored in that. Okay, so you will be considering as a source database, and then when you will run the ETL Informatica tool, inform, Informatica tool, you will be able to load the source data to the staging area and to the target. Okay, this is the store by data where, like, from collectively data will be stored in a one database. Okay, you will have access to that database, and it will be moved further when you will run the Informatica workflow to a staging area to the target database.
Ajay, I am a bit confused because when customer do the billing, at that time entry is created, na? Means at that time data is stored.
Yeah. See, I will
I
tell
mean,
you one more thing. Okay, I will tell you clearly. Okay, just give me 1 minute. Okay. See,
okay.
this is the store. Okay, if you'll see my screen, I have just written stored. Okay, so from a stored data will be generated. Okay, from a stored data is generated. So 500 stores are there. Each store they are generating. Consider 1,000 data they are generating. Okay, consider 500
That's the my
stores.
question. Na? That's the my question. We
Just a
worked on the
second.
store.
Let me
Okay,
explain.
okay.
It will be clear. See, stored they are generating data. It's a local database. Okay, they will be using local database where, like, 1,000 customer data every day. It will be stored in a local database. Then end of the day or end of the week, from the local database, data will move to the one common source system. Okay, so company will have one common source system where, like, it will be considered as a Oracle as a considered as a source. Okay, one one source system, Oracle as a source, one common database. It will be stored as it's considered as a source. Okay, so it will be stored in that places. Okay, so from this store, the data is moving to the consider this common source. Okay, common source we consider as a Oracle database. Then it will move to the staging area when you will run the Informatica job. Staging area. Okay, staging area. What you will do in a staging area? You will do data correctness will be done. Correctness will be done. Correctness will be done. Okay, and transformation logic will be applied. Customers rules will be applied. Okay, and then from here it will move to the target database. Okay, target database, nothing but, again, you may have something else, Teradata or something. Okay, you will have same thing, and finally it will go to the reporting. Okay, so whoever want to generate the report, they will be able to generate the report. Okay, now it's clear, or still question are there? From this 500 store, data will be generated every day, one store, and end of the day or end of the week, data will be transferred to the one common database, consider Oracle as a common database. Okay, and from this database, when we'll run our workflow, it will be pulled from here. So we will have access to this database, not stored by. Store wise, they will have admin department. Hello? Pushraj, is it clear?
Uh, uh,
Confused?
means we are means we are working on the generated data, right?
Yeah, generated data. This layer. So we are working in this layer, not on the store layer. Okay? We are working on this layer, not on the store layer. See, one of the project I will explain you how the data was coming. Okay, so I worked in one of the project where like customer data was coming into the source side. Oracle was the source. Okay, Oracle was the source, and then it was moving to the staging area, integration layer, base layer. Okay, and from there it was moving to the target layer, data warehouse layer. So same thing what I have explained you. From here, it will be moved to the target layer. So we were having access of this. This is the raw data. This is the raw data where source team will be there to load the data in this layer. Source team will be there to load the data in this layer. And then when we will run our Informatica tool, data will be pulled, customer data will be pulled from here to here. Okay, if you want to load one month data, so you will set that you will have the requirement based on the customer. Okay, customer requirement will be you will have based on that requirement. You will run the particular workflow. Developer will develop the code. They will do the coding according to that. Data will be pulled from this, and it will be loaded in a staging area and a staging area to target. So later on, it will be clear. Just for now, you consider as this is the normal situation we have. Store wise, we are not working anywhere. They will have their own department. Here also, source team will be there who will be responsible to load data in this source. But further on, we will be validating data. Whatever the data is loaded, whether it's as per the business logic or not. And if we are considering 100 data to be loaded, whether 100 data is going to load or not. Okay. Any other question, Pushraj? Okay.
Jay,
So we'll do one thing. If you have not understood Pushraj, we'll explain
okay.
you again after the class because see, this is the general method. I don't know where you are getting stuck. We will have source as it Oracle. Staging area, we will have a staging area, again a database where all rules will be applied, business rules will be applied. And after business rules, final data will be loaded to target database. So this is the final database where the data as it is like our data will be there. It will be stored, and from here, from this is the final database. Data will be stored here. History data will be stored. 10 years, 20 years data will be stored. And customer, if they want to see the business progress and all these things, they will be able to generate the report in this layer, and they will be able to get their profit margin or loss margin in this layer. Okay. Still confused or what? See,
I understand. I understand. There are two databases, source and target. In source database, their data is generated and stored, and we apply the logic in the staging area, and they need to be stored into the target databases. Means what we actually want in the target database.
Yes.
Right.
Correct. Yes. So correct. Your understanding is correct. So just give me some time. Okay, it will be clear step by step because each time will come here in this topic. Each time will come here, and we'll explain you in a part by part everything here. Okay, part by part will be explained in this. So don't worry. If you are having still confusion, we'll clear in further.
No, I just wanted to know how the data comes into the source database.
Source database, see, end of the day, end of the week, the stored procedure will be there. They will have some job. It will be at 12 o'clock night. It will be loaded from a store to the source. This is the source for us. Okay. It will be loaded to this one, this places. Got it?
Okay.
End of the day and end of the week. Okay. Okay. So we'll explain you once again. If you have any doubt, again, you can call me and you can ask me. but let me move further. So yesterday also
Yeah,
I
sure.
explained
No,
what is data warehouse. Okay, sure, Pushpaj. Okay,
no
please
problem.
go.
You can carry on.
Yeah, yeah. So I hope you have cleared till now, Pushpaj. I don't want to be in your doubt mode.
Yeah, I'm okay with now.
Okay, okay, fine. Any other question?
In real time, we are getting the data in source Oracle. Is it right, or else is there any different source?
So that is the different thing. Okay, that is the different thing. Sometimes you will have Oracle as a source. Sometimes you will have a flat files as a source data. Okay, sometimes you will data will be stored in a different source system. It depends on the company how they are giving you source data. Okay, so it depends on the company how they are giving you source data. Okay, and we are not bothered about the source data. We are bothered in between this layer, staging area, and this layer. So we will have access to the source layer. We will have access to the source layer, but whatever the data will be loaded, the source team will be responsible to provide the correct data. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Your name?
My name is Gangadhar, sir.
Okay.
Yesterday I tested in what?
Yeah. So people who has not received the document or recording, just text me in my WhatsApp number so that I will send you the link. Okay, share path link, so you will have all recording from the previous session. Okay, so we'll discuss what is data warehouse. We saw yesterday like data warehouse is a database and it is system used for the reporting and data analysis. So as I mentioned you that this is the reporting purpose and analysis purpose. This layer is for the reporting purpose and analysis purpose. This is the data warehouse. So what is this data warehouse? This is a database, and this layer is used for the reporting and analysis purpose. Reporting and analysis purpose. Okay, and it is subject oriented, integrated, non-volatile, and time variant. So this data warehouse, final data warehouse is subject oriented, means you can store particular subject. Like if you want to store marketing data, finance data, purchasing data, sales data, all these things data, if you want to store, you can store in this data mart segment. Okay, so subject oriented means a particular one subject. Okay, so if you consider a company called Tata, so Tata will have a different department like HR, IT, sales, marketing, finance, all these things are department. So if you want to, if Tata want to store data for a specific subject or only for their own department, like they want to generate data for finance data, sales data, marketing data, so they will make the subject-oriented database. Subject-oriented database. So this is what meaning. Subject-oriented means particular department-wide data. Okay. Integrated means data is coming in a data warehouse from the multiple sources. So that is the meaning of data warehouse. Okay, so integrated means data will be coming from the different types of source systems. So these are the source system. From here, it will be integrated. Data will be integrated in this. So this is the dummy example of structure of the data warehouse. Okay, don't confuse that. It's a permanent. When you will go in a project, it will be again different kind of structures will be there. Non-volatile means once the data will be in a data warehouse, it will not change. Okay, once the final data will be there in a data warehouse, it will not change because it's a history data. In this data warehouse, organization will be storing history data like 10 years data, 20 years data, from when the organization started working. From that time, data will be stored here. Okay, so data will be stored here, and this is the history data. Okay, so that's what, if you will change any one day of data or 1 month of data, then your whole data will be what is that? You will lost your history data, and people will be not able to generate perfect report. If you will delete 1 month of data, from the history data, so you will not able to generate proper data. So this is what once data in a data warehouse, you cannot change it. Okay. So non-volatile, we understood that we cannot change the once the data in a data warehouse, you cannot change it. Time variant means this layer, data warehouse layer, is storing history data. So from the past 10 years, 20 years, 1 year, 2 years, like that data will be stored in this data warehouse from when data warehouse is built, from the company when it started operating. So from that time, data will be stored in a data warehouse. Okay, any question, guys? Okay, if you don't have any question, we'll move forward. End of the session also, you can ask me if any questions will be there. We'll extend 10-15 minutes for individual. Okay, whoever want to connect after the class, they can connect and I will clear your doubt. Okay, so let me explain more topics so that some progress will be done today. Okay. So I'm not going fast. I'm going average speed only. If you feel that I'm going as fast, stop me. Okay, and you tell me that you have not understood this concept. Please explain me. I will explain you again. And if you feel that I'm explaining fast, just stop me. I will explain slow. Okay. For the attendance purpose, can people drop your name and mail ID? Everyone, can you please drop me your mail ID, name and mail ID? Okay, so hope everyone understood that. Just for the attendance purpose, and I'll share you the document. Please share the your mail ID and name. Okay. So why data warehouse? Why we need data warehouse? So data warehouse improve the speed and efficiency of accessing different data set and makes it easier for the corporate decision maker to derive insight that will guide the business and market strategy that set them apart from their competitor. So what is the use of data warehouse? It will store the history data first of all. Later on, it will be stored. It will whatever the history data will be generated, that is the business data. Okay, so business data will be stored, and from here customer will be able to generate the data, generate the report, and they will be able to see the business progress, how the business they are doing. So today how much sale is there, or this month how much progress is there, do we have profit or do we have loss, like that they will be able to generate data from this layer, and they will be able to take decision. Consider if any of the store is not working proper, or it's not giving profit, so they will be able to monitor for 1 year, and then in the end of the day they can take decision that no, we have to close it. Or if they will feel that this store is doing very good, and we have too much load in this store, so they will plan for opening another store nearby area. So those are the decisions they can take, customer can take using the this layer. Okay, so data warehouse, they can use it in that way. Okay, so this is what we have. What is the difference between normal database and data warehouse? The difference between normal database is what? If you consider normal database, these are the normal database, okay? And this is the data warehouse. So normal database, what it will do? It will, like normal database, optimize for transactional activity and will have a small amount of data. Whereas data warehouse will have huge data, and data warehouse store historical data for the company. So what is this line tells? What this line tells, this, if you will see that this is the operational system. What is the meaning of local database and normal database? This is responsible to generate the transaction. This is the transactional database, where like customer transaction will be stored for consider 1 day or 1 week of time. 1 day or 1 week of time, the transaction data will be stored. Transaction data will be stored, like customer, whatever the customer will visit to the store and they will buy something, it will be generated. Those data will be generated, and it will be kept in the normal database. So that is called a normal database. Transactional database, okay, transaction database. local database. So the transaction, it will have transaction data, and it will be stored for the 1 day or 1 week of time. End of the week or end of the day, data will move further from this layer to this layer. So that is what it is, having less space, less memory space, so that whatever the data are there, it is for the 1 day, or it will be stored for 1 day and 7 days or 6 days. Okay, so based on that, the memory space will be created. But if you'll consider data warehouse, it is a history data. It is a history data, and it will store consider like 10 years data, 20 years data. Okay, and it will have history data, and it's a decision making layer for the customer. Okay, for the business. That is the definition for the difference between local database and data warehouse. Okay. Another one, like database is designed to record data, whereas the data warehouse is designed to analyze data. So in this layer, we are going to store the data for the day and week. But in this layer, what is the major use of this one? It's going to store historical data, as well as it is going to generate the report. It is going to generate the report from this layer. Whatever the data is stored for the historical part, okay, so business people will be able to generate the report. Okay, so that is what we have. Okay, a database need to be available for 24/7 into 365, meaning downtime is costly. Okay, data warehouse are not as affected by the downtime. Come clearly, like if it's open for 24/7, okay, and anytime 3-4 hours it will be down, then they will lose some customer. They will lose some customer. They will lose some customer. Okay, so if consider in a local store database, if consider in a store database, it's down for the 3 hours. So, and they have a long queue for the customer. So people will not wait for that much period, that much of time. So what they will do, they will run away. Okay, they will run away from the data source, from the store. They will run away, and they will go for the other places. Why they will wait for 3-4 times? So it will be lost for the company. So downtime is important. Downtime is not good for this company for in a local store time, in a normal database. Okay, whereas like downtime can be there for the maintenance purpose. If they want to stop for 3 hours, 4 hours, or 1 day, it is not going to impact much. Okay, in data warehouse, so downtime is not affecting much in data warehouse, whereas downtime in local database, normal database, it's affecting a more, because transaction will stop. Okay, business will stop. Any question, guys? Any question, guys? Okay, I will consider your silent as no. So we'll move forward. Okay, so what is ETL? ETL stands for extract, transform, and load. So what is extract, transform, and load? What is, like we are discussing ETL testing. Okay, so ETL testing, what we are going to work in ETL testing. So we are going to work on the extract, transform, and load. So what is the meaning of extract? What is the meaning of extract? Extract means we are going to extract data from this. We are going to transform data in a staging area. We are going to transform data in a staging area, and we are going to load data, transform data. We are going to load into data warehouse or via our target system. General meaning of ETL is extract, transform, and load. Extract means we'll be extracting data from source, and we will be storing data in a staging area. We will be transforming data into the staging area, and we will be loading into the data warehouse. So this is the general meaning of ETL, extract, transform, and load. Okay, and this is the method. Okay, this is the method. ETL is a method through which data will be extracted, transformed in a staging area, and it will be loaded into the target. Okay, 1 minute, guys. So, okay. So what is the meaning of ETL? We understood extract, transform, and load. So how ETL works? Three steps make up the ETL process and enable data to integrate it from source to destination. Destination means target. So its destinations means target. Okay, so three steps make up the ETL process and enable data to be integrated from source to target. So three step is more what? Data extraction from the source, data transformation in staging area, okay, and data loading into the target. Data loading into the target. Okay, so this is what we have for ETL process. Data extractions means what? The process of reading and extracting the data from multiple source system. Okay, multiple source system means your transactional database or your normal database, okay, into the Informatica server is called data extract. Okay, so extracting data from the source and placing into the staging area where like transformation logic will be applied. Okay, then next one is like data transformation. What is the data transformation? So the rules, whatever the provided by the customer, how they want their data to be loaded based on that rule. So data will be transformed in a staging area. So data transformation is a process of converting data into the required format. Required format means what? Business format, how they want, customer want their data to be loaded. Consider like, as I told you in the starting, customer want their data to be loaded in a one name only. Stephen King should be one name. It should be have the signature, mobile number should be in a proper. So these are the business rule. What customer they want to change their data and want to update in the that format. So whatever the rules they will give, it will be applicable in the staging area and it will be loaded in the target. So data transformation support the following activities such as data merging. It's integrate data from multiple sources. So in data transformation, these are the few concepts are available. Data merging, coming for data from the multiple sources. The data are integrates from the multiple sources. Data merging means it will merge data from the multiple sources. Okay. Data cleansing means it cleans the data from unwanted, unnecessary information, unwanted and unnecessary information. Okay, so it will clean the data. Okay, like if your name is not in proper format, your name, consider my name is Jen, and the cashier entered something like JA and JA like that, and in between like this, it will be mentioned. In a hurry worry, they will mention like this. So what they will do, they will make it clean like okay, JA Y is capital to make it properly like this. And a small letter is there, first letter is small, they will make it proper like this. Okay, so this is the things they will do in a cleansing of data. So data aggregation means it aggregates the data using the aggregate functions. If customer want the data to be aggregated, so those rules will be applied in a staging area while we will be transforming. So these are the rules will be applied in a transformation logic. Data scrubbing means it is used to derive the new data. Okay, so these are the rules will be applied in a data transformation layer. So this is the what second layer. Third layer we have data loading. So data loading means what? Data loading is used to inserting the data into target system. So we have transformed into our middle layer in a second layer in a staging area. Now I want to store the data into the target system. Target system means what? Data warehouse layer. Okay, the data warehouse layer or data warehouse database. So data will be loaded to those systems. There are two types of data loading: initial load or full load, or delta load or incremental load. So this is very important with respect to your interview. What is initial load? Initial, by the name itself, is saying that initial. Initial means first time when the data will be loaded in a database, that is called as initial load. First time when the data will be loaded into the data warehouse, that is called as initial load. Okay, maybe like you have created a data warehouse, architecture is done and all these things. So today you are going to store, today you are going to load first data in a data warehouse, that is called as initial load. Okay, okay. Delta load or incremental load or daily load. By the name itself, if you will see that incremental load. Okay, so incremental load means what? The second day onwards, when the data will be loaded top of the initial load, that is called as incremental load. From the second day onwards, when the data will be loaded, that is called as incremental load. From second day onwards, top of the initial load, the data will be loaded. That is called as incremental load. Any question, guys?
Yes, Jayant. How the data will be loaded? Is it like, you execute the queries, or we will copy the folder and we will put it in the server? How you load the data?
So for loading the data from here to here, from here to here, Informatica tool will be there. Okay, when Informatica tool will be working as an intermediate tool, developer will develop their code and they will place their workflow. They will make a workflow like that, so that when we will run the Informatica tool when we'll run the Informatica tool workflow, what it will do, it will take data from here, from the particular tables. It will be mentioned, everything will be, rules will be mentioned into the Informatica tool workflow. Those rules will be applied here. And then if you want to fetch data from one table or two tables or three tables, it will be pulled from here and it will be stored here. And that those transformation rules, whatever the transformation rules are applied, that will be applied in an Informatica tool. So what developer will design a mapping document, they will design the mapping such a way that when when we will run the Informatica workflow, those rules, transformation rules will be applied on those data, this table's data, and it will be loaded to this target database.
So using the tool, in Informatica tool, we will get a file. We will get a file, and then that file we will store it in the server, upload in the server.
We are not going to get the file into the server. We are going to get data in a database. Okay, so this is database. This is also, sometimes you will have database, you will have sometimes flat files. Flat file means XML files. Okay, so data will be stored in a flat files or XML file. Sometimes you will have, maximum times you will have database here. This is also database. This is also database. This is also database, but this is not a database. This will be a report purpose like Tableau and Cognos tool you may heard. So those things will be used. So this is the database where like kind of this, like this database will be there, like this database will be there, where like multiple tables will be there. If you see my screen, this is the schema. Okay, this is the whole database where like this is the schema where like all these things are tables. If customer they made a requirement and developer they develop the requirement, and based on that requirement, consider this is the source. Okay, this is the source. Based on that requirement, consider from these two tables data will be pulled on, and it will be loaded further to the staging area. It will be loaded further to the staging area. Data will be pulled, and in the staging area, whatever the transformation rules are applied, it will be applied in Informatica tool. Developer will design they will code their coding such a way that in a designer window, when you will run the Informatica workflow, data will be pulled from this database or a flat file, and it will be stored here, and it will be transformed here, and it will be loaded to the our final layer. Final layer means data warehouse layer. So understood with them?
A little bit, kind of. But our role as ETL tester, what we'll be doing?
So we will be doing a validation, whatever the transformation rules I'm just saying you. Let me show you the things. Okay, 1 minute to give you clear picture of it. Because in the initial class, no, you will not able to relate the things. So that I will explain you the in details. So consider these are the transformation logics are there. These are the transformation logics are there. And where this will be implemented, this will be implemented in Informatica tool. This will be implemented in Informatica tool by developer. By developer, what they will do? Sorry guys, due to power cut, I just got disconnected. Okay.
Okay.
I came back. So what I was discussing, let me share my screen. So what I was discussing that these are the transformation logics. It will be applied in an Informatica tool. So yesterday I shown Informatica tool how it looks like. So this is the Informatica tool. Okay. So in this designer window, a developer will design their mapping and all. They will implement the business rules. Okay, and they will.
Jay,
Yeah.
can we install Informatica tool for ETL?
So
Or
see,
is
you
it?
can just a second. Just a second. Okay. See, you can install the Informatica tool, but the thing is that it's very lengthy process. It's like 27 GB. It will take your memory
Oh
space.
shit.
Okay, and moreover, it's very lengthy process. It took me to for designing purpose and all these things. If you'll
Okay.
see, I have designed so many things in this. It took me 1 month to do all these things, development activity. Okay, so I'm working as a ETL tester, so I never worked as a developer, but for this session, I have developed so many mapping. I have developed so many mapping to show that how the transformation logics rules are applied. And believe me, we don't have much scope for Informatica tool.
Okay, got
Only,
it. But how can we practice like without Informatica tool?
so I will give you the document. Okay, I will give you the document. Same thing, you have to just read it. Okay, if you want to practice, you will have a recording session. You can go through it. See, in Informatica, what is the scope? Only we have to go to the workflow manager, and we have to open the task, open the workflow, and we have to just run and monitor the task. That much only we have the scope for the Informatica in ETL testing.
And is it like on-premises tool or cloud tool, Informatica? Like,
It's like,
is it like any subscription or charges or open source?
yeah, it will be there.
It will be charges.
Yeah, it will be charges is there. So whatever software I'm using, I'm paying charges for the smooth operation. Wherever, like if you'll see Zoom meeting or if you'll see
Okay.
the Oracle and all, I'm just paying charges for the smooth
But that's okay. That's okay. But I am asking about the Informatica tool. So if we want to install it, is it in open source or is it we need
I
to
will
pay
give
some
you, I
time?
will provide you the license, but generally it will be not useful because see, we are going to learn ETL testing. So if you will waste your time in learning that development phase,
Development tool. Okay.
so it will be like 1 month of waste of time and we will be distracted from our path.
Okay.
So what I suggest, I will suggest you don't do that because it will take more time and it will like we will be distracted from the our scope. Okay, we are going to join for the ETL testing. Whatever the things are required, I will force you to do it. Okay, but whatever the things are not required, I will stop you to don't do it. Okay, so this is what we have. If I feel that it should be installed, I will tell you, but if I don't feel that Informatica is required to install it, but you can Oracle SQL you have to install it. Yeah.
But if you want to install like Informatica tool, if it is necessary, but it in our case is not necessary. I got it, but your point. But if we want to install, so it will take so much time.
Yeah,
And you are saying like it will charge, it will pay a trial version. So
Yeah.
how much it is? It will need
Call
to
me
pay.
after the class. So these are the not
Okay.
related things.
Okay, got it.
We'll
Got
discuss more. Okay.
Yeah.
So consider that one transformation rules are there. In that, customer want their data to be loaded such a way that they want their data count of employees, they want sum of salary, they want max of salary, mean of salary, like this. So a developer will develop their mapping such a way that it will be loaded. It will be in mapping document in designer window. They will develop the things like that, so that when we will run our workflow, we will the data will be loaded into the target with this. Guys who is not talking, please go in mute. Okay, so developer will develop their mapping such a way that when we will run our workflow manager, if you want, I can connect, and next class I will show you the like how to connect, because it will take time to connect. Okay, so it's like we have to do so many settings to connect it. So if you want next class, I will show you how it works. Okay, so I'm just don't want to distract it. So the customer want their like data to be loaded as sum of salary in employees table for each department wise. So they want to apply sum of salary group department wise. So what they will do, they will group the department and they will make the sum of salary. Okay, don't confuse with this SQL queries. I will explain you completely. This is the after 15 classes, after 10 classes, these are the topics. Okay, so I'm just making Vidya clear so that see, this is the source table we have. So this is the source table we have. Column name. Vidya, are you there?
Yes, I'm there.
So this is the source table and this column name. So you will get mapping document like this. Okay, mapping document you will get like this in your company. Okay, in Excel format it will be mentioned. I mentioned in a Word format so that I can explain in one place only. So if you'll see my screen, business rules are applied. These are the business rules are there. Okay, these are the things I'm explaining. After 10 classes, I will explain these are the things. Okay, when we'll start Informatica. But now I'm giving you just if you'll grab it 20-30% also, that is more than sufficient. It will be clear day by day. Okay, so this is the rules. What state load means, there is no changes in the data. It's same as it is, it will be loaded one to one. Okay, so if you'll consider another one, like where is the changes, I want salary to be as per the company requirement. So company requirement is say that sum of salary and group it by department wise. So we are going to apply sum of salary in this source data. So employee source table. Okay, and this is the source column. Okay, so I want to apply sum of salary group by department ID. So I want to make a group by and I want to apply it. So like this requirement you will get, and the same thing developer will develop into the designer window in mapping document. And when we will run our workflow, when we'll run our workflow, the same as it is data will be loaded with these rules in a target system. Okay, it will be loaded as a same in a target system. Okay, so applying these rules, the data will be loaded into the target tables, and what you have to do, you have to validate whether these rules are applied or not. The data type, what is loaded from source to target, whether it's same as it is not. So these are the count. If we are considering 100 record in a source table and 100 records are loaded into target or not. Okay, so these are the rules we will perform. Like if you'll see here, count, we are managing count, we are validating count, we are going to check the data types check and all these things. Okay, so you will have a minus query will write, duplicate check will do, everything we will do in our when we'll run the workflow. So I will explain what are the things we are going to cover with the test case and all these things. Don't worry. Got it, Vidya, how it works?
Yes, Jayant, I got it. And
So
in extraction means we will do the extraction, the developer will do the extraction.
See, when you will run Informatica tool, no, it will automatically, it will extract from the source and it will be loaded to the staging area. Everything will be done by the Informatica tool. The rules will be applied on Informatica tool. The data loading into the target or whatever the database is there, it will be done by Informatica tool. Okay, only thing you need to run the workflow and you need to validate source data and target data. That's all.
Okay, validating means we will be writing some queries and to check the data output.
Yeah,
to pull the record.
So you will be writing the query based on this mapping document. Okay, and you will be validating. So this is the last class thing. So don't confuse. If you got 50% also, that is more than sufficient.
Okay, yeah, got it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. Any other question, guys? Puskraj, now you cleared. Hi, Puskraj.
Hi.
Yeah, you are clear now.
Yes.
If you have any question, no, we'll connect separately. Okay, after the class, I will explain you once more in more details. Okay, if you want it, because we have to complete the course also, no. So for that, just a little bit. But the thing is that anyone is having any doubt, let me know your doubt. I will clear it out. If you want connect with me separately, I will connect with you, and I don't want you to be in a question mark. Okay. So remove your question mark and make sure that you understood everything. Okay. Not even 100%. It's like these are all theoretical part. Until unless you will not study, you will not get it. Okay. So once you will study by your own, you will get doubt, and you will ask, you will get doubt, and you sometimes you will get doubt, sometimes the topics will be cleared by reading it. Without reading it, if you are seeing first time, definitely you will be seeing first time. When I was studying, these are the things what I was thinking, what is this oltp, what is this staging area, all these things I would get confused. I got confused, and then I was just in like it's so difficult I was feeling. But believe me guys, difficulties for the theory part is this much only. Okay, this seat only. When we'll move to the database, and when we'll move to the Informatica, it will be more interesting. That this is the boring part of ETL testing. I also believe that. I also felt when I was learning it. Okay, so this is a boring part of ETL testing. Don't worry, you will get it. If you want, anytime you can connect me. If you don't understand, in next class also we can connect. Next class also you join in a few classes and attend the session on that. And you have, moreover, you have a recording. You just go through the recording and you will understand the topics. So next, let's move further. Just give me your 1 month and 1.5 months. You will get your offer letter. The cracking interview in ETL is very easy. Okay, so very easy. Don't go for any other process. Learn it, and then implement it. You will get job. 100% people are getting job. Okay, who never worked in IT, there for them also it's very easy process to go. You will be easily survive in a company. Okay, so let's discuss. Yeah,
Jay, I have one general question.
general question asked after the class.
Means,
What is your name?
Pushkaraj.
Pushraj. After class we'll connect. I will call you. You want here only? You want to ask here only, or after class is fine? General question
No,
means.
just as you shown the document, there are some rules, right? Means how many test cases we are run on the daily basis, valid.
See, first of all, ETL testing, when you will be working as ETL testing, you will not have much test cases, but manual testers will have more test cases. But see, the thing is that we will have count validation, duplicate validation, we have minus query, we have data type validation, null validation, and then business rules, whatever the rules are there, that much only is required from the one requirement. Okay, so very limited test cases will be there. The data you have to validate from the each so many layers. So that is the major concern here. Okay, so you will not have much test cases. 4, 5, 6, 7, 10 test cases, maximum 10 test cases you will have, and those only you will validate for the consider 3 or 4 days. Okay, with that 10 test cases you can take 10 days. Sorry, 3 to 4 days to validate. So no worries. You will have enough time. Company will give you enough time. Okay, so they will not make more burden of it. Okay, got it. Any other question we'll discuss after the class. Okay, if you have doubt related to the topic you ask, otherwise general questions will answer after the class. Okay, I will connect with you. I will explain you once more if you have any doubt. Okay. So what is the OLTP? The full form of OLTP is online transaction processing. OLTP are transactional data. OLTP are transactional data. OLTP have a small amount of data. Tables and joins are complex since they are normalized. This is done to reduce redundant data and to save storage space. So what is OLTP? OLTP is nothing but normal database where like data, transaction data will be generated, stored by data will be generated. These are the layers are called OLTP. Okay. These are the layers are called OLTP. OLTP does not require more database and more space. They will have less space. OLTP stores transaction data. OLTP are not used for the analysis purpose. OLTP are not used for the analysis purpose. And tables and joins are complex since they are normalized. And this is done to reduce the redundant data or storage space. Okay. OLTP stores record of the last few days to a week. As I told you, in a normal database, or in a first stored by database, we are going to store day by data or weekly data. End of the day or end of the week, data will be moved to the further layer. Okay. ER modeling techniques are used to design the database. The local database will be designed with the ER modeling techniques. So these are the developer things. We are not going in details for the what is ER and all, but definition by I have mentioned in down. We'll see that. Okay, optimized for write operation. Definitely, it is optimized for write operation because you are entering data by your hand. You are entering data in a cashier count and all these things. So it's for the write operation. Insert, update, delete. Insert, update, delete commands will be applicable in this layer. Insert, update, delete command will be insert, update, delete command will be applicable in this layer, because see what happened. Why I'm saying insert. Insert means like I want to insert data in a table. So that is the meaning of that. I want to insert data in a table. So consider that if we have a table, if we have a table, this table, I want to insert data. So that is the meaning of inserting data. This is a table, and these are the data inserted in a table. So this is the meaning of inserting. Okay. Update means we are going to update data. So if any modifications is there, if any customer changes are there, then we are going to update the data. If you want to delete the duplicate record, okay, if any of the record, if you want to delete, then we can perform delete record also. Insert means when customer will purchase that, then the data will be inserted, customer data will be inserted. Consider that after 15 days or 10 days, customer today customer want TV. Okay, after 10 days he again came, and then he's telling that no, I don't want this TV, I want another one, big one TV. So what they will do? They will exchange that one and they will pay extra amount, and that details will be updated in a local database. So again, customer came with the exchange offer. Okay, today I bought one dress, and I don't like it. I want to buy something else. I don't want to take this dress. Okay, so they will take electronics item instead of they purchase first time dress. They taken in electronics item. So those things, the document, whatever the dress things are there, that will be deleted, and it will be updated with the new record. So I hope it is clear. OLTP. Any question, guys?
Jayant, I just want to know this insert, update, and delete as a ETL tester will be performing it?
No, stored wise, as I told you, these are the stored wise we are not doing. Stored guys will do. Stored guys means consider one store. Okay, so big bazaar or any store you consider when you will have a store. Okay, if you go in a mall, if you'll see any store, so they will be entering data in their laptop. Okay, their system, company system, they will be entering in the cashier counter and all. So those data will be go to the backend team. Okay, backend team means what? A stored database will be there. So it will be stored in a stored database. If you'll see that, they will have admin all where data will be stored, or like city wise in Bangalore, if you'll consider Bangalore city, so they will store from 10 stores, they will store in one particular database. From all these places, it will be connected to the server, and it will be stored. So if anything will be there in a source side data, source team will be there to modify the data. We will be not working on this layer. We will be not working on this layer, as well as stored wise. We are not working. We are not working on this one. This also. We are not working on this layer. Source team will be there to who will be responsible to load data into the database. Okay, got it?
Yes. So it's just a general knowledge that you're giving us, like.
Yeah, it's an architecture, part of architecture of data warehouse, where data will be generated in a stored wise, and it will be moved further to the further processing of it. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. Just giving you overview so that you don't confuse how it's working. We will be not working on a source side. We will be working where the transformation logic rules will be applied. We will be working where the transformation rules will be applied. Major work is this layer to this layer. Okay, this layer to this layer. If you are working as an end-to-end tester, then you have to work this layer. Before this layer also, you will have one database, common database. After that, from where in that you will all 500 store data will be stored in one common database, and that is the source. So you just only see the record. You will not work on that data, source data, but you will see the record. Okay, major things what we are working, where the transformations rules, business rules will be applicable okay, that layer to the target layer, whether we are going to, whether the whatever the transformation rules are applied, that is applicable in the data warehouse or not. It's like if customer want their data to be loaded as per the business rules, where those rules are applied on the data or not, that rules we are going to validate. If it's not applied, then we'll raise the defect and we'll assign to developer. Developer will look into that. They will again modify their code and they will deploy it into the test environment. Will taste it again, all this thing process. Got it, Vidya?
Jay, do you have any real-time example which will explain this ETL architecture?
Yeah,
This
when
ETL
we,
project.
yeah, I have a project.
This we will get better idea.
No, don't get better idea, because now see, we don't need a better idea now. If you are getting 50-60%, no, that is fine. See, project is there. If you see project, I have a project, okay, but I don't want to make you confused. So see here, this is the source system, or if you'll see here, the diagram of the real-time project, what is there. So different types of source are there. Okay, so I was working as a Oracle, source was Oracle. Okay, Oracle, and this is the staging area. This is the staging area. This is the staging area. Okay, and this is the target area. We have a target area. This is the target area. We were not validating data between this, but we were seeing that okay, these are the orders are there, customer orders are there. Okay, it should be loaded here. Okay, so we were validating between this layer, staging area to target layer, and then we were validating between the reporting layer. Now it is clear. See, if you will see here, this is the
Yeah, yeah.
Oracle. This is the Oracle. Oracle, we were getting data, customer data in Oracle. This is the Teradata. So Teradata is another database where like you will have a staging area inbuilt, and then consumption target table will be inbuilt in that. It will be such a way that organized such a way that you will be able to fire your query in this source, and you will be consider this is a source and this is the target, and whatever the rules are there, you have to validate between these two layers. And the reporting layer, customer want to generate their report, they can generate. If you'll see here, like business object is there, Microsoft Tableau is there to generate the report. Okay, got it, Pusraj? Now clear?
Okay.
Okay, when we'll explain project, that time also, see, in first class, you will not understand everything. Just I'm trying to understand you the complete architecture of it. Okay. Okay, guys. So this is what OLTP. We'll discuss OLAP. Okay. And till data mart we'll discuss and we'll finish, or till 10 o'clock can I discuss? Or like till data mart is fine?
I think for today it's sufficient because otherwise we will get over from here.
Confused. Okay. Okay. So that's what I'm thinking. In weekdays, no, after two weeks, in weekdays also one class will keep. Okay. Either in
So you
evening or
mean
Okay.
these classes are only for weekend, is it? Saturday and Sunday, that's it?
Saturday and Sunday, 2 hours classes. But see, Monday to Friday, if you, what you were thinking, Vidya?
I was thinking it's a everyday class, like, Monday to, because it's just 1.5 months, no? So I thought it's going to be an everyday class. I never knew that it's only a
So
weekend
I
class.
was targeting for 2 hours, okay, in one class. Yesterday also we just lost. And
Yeah,
today
then
also,
it's a better because there are a lot of concepts. No, it's better to be since it's only weekends. It's 2 hours class is a better thing. Where because what I was thinking is it's like everyday class. I was just thinking
everyday
of that.
people, if I will explain, no, it will be too much for people.
But
Okay,
then
so
just in the week just in 10 classes we'll be able to do it. Huh? So if
not
it's
10
just one
classes. So it's
uh,
approximately 6 weekend. Okay,
uh,
6 weekend, you will have 12 classes. 12 classes into 2 hours, so 24 hours. My target was here
mm-hmm.
one and week here and there it will be there. Consider that we will have 14 hours, so 24 hours classes. Okay, so what I'm thinking that one day will include in a weekdays also. So that little bit early we'll finish the class. And believe me, not required more out, not more than 24, 25 5 hours more than sufficient for this ETL testing. not required much, and you have recording and everything. And I am going to cover more than 100% what is required for ETL testing. So today is the second class. Let me stop after OLEP. People who is not talking, just go on mute. Okay. So let me cover till here. Okay. Then we'll connect next Saturday. We'll make next Saturday 2 hours class compulsory. Okay.
And Jen, do you have a weekday, everyday weekday batch you have, or it's the only every time you take only weekend batch?
No, weekday I have, but it's already 6-7 classes done there.
Okay. Because in weekday, if you're taking a weekday, in how many day, within how many days you will finish the course?
It's again, see, weekdays I'll be taking 1 hour 15-minute classes, and in 1 month, 30 days or 35 days it will be over. Means like not Saturday, Sunday. So 5 days means 22 to 24 hours it will be over.
Okay. Yeah. Fine. Yeah,
so,
and this I just cross out when you're doing installing the Informatica, showing the Informatica tool. It's better that even we can work out on that, no, so that we'll also have an answer on it.
See, Vidya, like that's what I'm saying, that if you will see that complexity of Informatica, I'm not stopping you to install the Informatica tool, but the thing is that developers activity you have to do. Developers activity you have to do. You have to learn so many things to do that. Okay, so you will get distracted. So we don't need much for Informatica tool, believe me.
Okay. Okay, fine. Check with you. Yeah, fine, no problem. I'll talk to you later.
Okay. So you call me if any.
Yeah, sure, definitely. Yeah, thank you.
Because see, Informatica tool, if you will go, you will get distracted. It will another 1 month. You have to learn so many things, and it's a.
No, we don't want any structure. If you have any ready-made structure, you give us. We log in and just want to see how it works. That's all.
No, it's not. It's like a standalone, like system-based application. If you see, I have installed in my system. This is Informatica. I have installed in my system. So it's like not a server-based application. But that's what I'm saying. No, for your job, my concern is more than you. I am just concerning for the job, because see, if you will get job, I will get more referrals. Okay, so people, you will refer more people and all. So my target is that make you perfect in ETL testing. Whatever the things are required, I will give you 100%, more than 100%, so that you will not feel any of the question. One of my student is there. Okay, wait a second. Simant, he joined, I guess. Okay, Simant is there. So he finished in 15 days back classes, 10 days back classes. Okay. So now he's, I prepared his resume 2 days, 3 days back, and he just attending the interview. So he will tell you that how the questions will come from my notes and all these things. Okay. So that you people will be clear. Simant, can you hear me? He's from my old batch. Okay, so he will give you the complete picture. He's just attending interview. Simant?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Yeah, Simant. Nowadays you are attending interview. So 3-4 interviews you have attended. 2 or 3 you have attended. How many you have attended interviews?
Yeah, only 3.
So 3 interviews, like initially you have attended. So how do you feel, whatever I taught you, the syllabus part and all these things, how do you feel in a company, like in interview, how much confident you are, and is it sufficient whatever I'm teaching in interview?
No, it's sufficient, and almost all answer will be completed according to the interview.
So you are able to answer all questions, whatever they are asking. Okay, correct, no?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. So anywhere you are lagging behind, if you feel that these questions are extra? Because people are like that, this is the first class and they are get confused. Okay, then we'll discuss later.
No, sir, it's sufficient. Actually, yesterday I've also got a call, and it's totally, basically questions is generated to the difference between OLTP and OLEP, and when you will set your project properly, then it's not. And also the question like queries, 2 or 3 queries are mainly asked.
Okay. So guys, hope you cleared with his chat. He was not clear. So the thing is that whatever the question in interview they are asking, it's mostly from the our notes only. So okay. So I prepared such a way that using my 10 years of experience, you will not feel any difficulties while attending interviews. Okay.
One more thing, Jayant, in interviews, if you're going as an experience, I don't think the basic questions like definition questions they will ask, all they'll ask regarding the project only, right?
These are not basic questions, Vidya. These are all what I am telling you. These are not basic questions. See, for the ETL testing, 70 to 80% depends on Oracle SQL. How good you are in Oracle SQL, how that much fast you will clear the interview. So, and these are the not basic questions. This is the ETL testing general questions. These are the ETL testing general questions. They will ask you when you will attend interview. These are the general questions they will ask you. And believe me, and last year also I've attended interview. The process of what they will ask you with the experience of 3 years or 4 years, it will be same for the 7 years or 8 years or 10 years of experience. They will have the same question. The only thing is that SQL part they will expect more on this. SQL part they will more ask more. Okay. If you'll see here, I have just mentioned over there interview related. So data warehouse concept. So what are the questions they will ask you? Mostly from this, 99% will be from this. Okay, so from this only they will ask you. From data warehouse concept. And these are the general questions, not basic, general question. Oracle SQL, I made it such a way that I will give you 200 questions. 200 questions. You will be able to answer the question, whatever the question they will ask. And SQL also, if you see, I have wide range of things covered in my topics. If you'll see built-in function, the theory part I will give you so that if they will ask what is character functions and all these things, you will be able to answer. Okay, and moreover, yeah.
So SQL at least will be working with you, no? So you will ask us to install
The
the
software.
SQL
Yeah,
server.
I will help you that in installing the software. It's available, freely available, and I will ask you, and it's easy. It's not a problem. I'll ask you. I have a separate notes for that. How to install it in class? I will show you for one person how to install it. Then you will follow that same thing. I have previous recording also. You can go for it, and you will be able to install it. And class also, I will help you to install this. When I will start Oracle SQL after next class, then maybe the next Sunday I will make you install the Oracle SQL. Don't worry.
No, yeah, to save time, yeah, we can install one day before. It's few good instructions we could install, not an issue.
Yeah.
Just that we want all the main important topics to be covered.
Important, more than that, I am covering. See, this much of topics, whatever if you see, Oracle SQL, developer also, they don't cover this much of topic. Okay, one of my friend is teaching development course. Okay, so he is also not teaching this much of course. Okay, so this much of topic, but I covered because after 3 years also, when you will try to switch the job, same document you can refer. Same document you can refer. And it's a testing job. They will not ask you more complex things. They will ask you doable things only. Don't worry, it will be done.
Okay.
Okay, this is what already 9:46. Okay, so let's discuss this one and we'll finish the class. Okay, so what
finish off with data mart? I don't think it'll take much time, no, to finish off with data mart.
Okay, fine. Till here we'll do it. Okay. So what is OLAP? OLAP stands for Online Analytical Process. Okay, as I am telling you, analytical processing means analyzing the business. Okay, so by the name itself, it's saying that analyzing the business or analytical. So if you'll see the layer from this layer, so where we are analyzing our business, where customer is analyzing their business profit or like progress, from this layer they are analyzing their business. But this is called as OLAP, from which layer they'll be able to generate the data. From data warehouse target layer, they will be able to generate the data. So this layer is called as OLAP. OLAP is a stand for online analytical processing. Online analytical processing. From that layer, data warehouse layer, they will be a customer will be able to gather the data. So that is called a online analytical processing. This reads the historical data for the user for the business decision. Okay, so this reads the historical data. So if customer want to generate report for last year, 1 year back, so as like we have historical data in a data warehouse, they will be able to generate historical data. They will be able to generate the report. Okay, so tables and joins are simple. Since they are numeric, this is done to reduce the response time. Okay, so if customer want to run their report, and if report opening will take half an hour time, so they will get irritated and they will say that what is this there, it is taking so much time. So they are higher manager people. Okay, so they are higher level people. They will not wait for this much of time. They will have lots of work. They have to run entire business. So they want their report to be fetched quickly. So within a second or within a minute, it should be whatever the data they want to generate, it should be come. So that's what like this is done to reduce the response time for the analytical query. Database design size, database size is from 100 GB to 1 TB. So data warehouse, whatever we have data warehouse, it can be 1 TB, 1 TB plus. So 100 GB is nowadays very less. It will be 1 TB plus. This database size will be 1 TB plus because we have huge data. We have huge data. So it will be 1 TB plus. 1 TB plus means 1 terabyte. Okay, 1 terabyte will have 1024 GB data. Okay, so dimension modeling techniques are used for the data warehouse design. So this is the technique of what customer they want, what architecture. Okay, designer who is going to design the data warehouse, who is going to design the data warehouse entire setup. Okay, this layer and this layer. Who is going to design this layer? They are going to use dimension data modeling techniques to design the data warehouse concept. Okay. So this is what we have from OLAP. Optimized for read operation. This layer we cannot make a change. Okay, we cannot change any data. So this is only for the read operation. If you will modify, if you have a delete command or insert command or anything, if you insert unwanted data or if you delete any of the data, it will impact the history data. So that's why it's given only the read operation only. Okay, so read operation, you can read it, you cannot you cannot modify it. Okay, so high performance for analytical queries. So analytical queries means whatever the queries you will be writing in a database, you will be able those should be like high performance should be there. It's not like that one query is running for a long period of time. So it should display the data faster. So that's why when I show you here, Teradata is very faster compared to Oracle database. So they are using Teradata. This is very fast. Oracle, if you have 1 million of record, it will take consider 1 minute, 5 minutes of time before 1 million of record. But when you will go for Teradata, it will be done in 10 seconds or 1 minute of time. The data 1 million record will be fetched. So it's much faster compared to Oracle. So most of the company, in my previous company, they use Teradata. Similarly, the customer will use faster database for the high performance. It is used for the access millions of records. So definitely it will have history data. So it will have millions of record into that. Okay, any question guys in OLAP? These are all theoretical part. You can read it. And one more is there difference between OLTP and OLAP. Okay, so if you consider difference between OLTP and OLAP. Okay, this is also important question. You people, please, you can read it from this only. So this part you can read it and you can, same thing you can tell for. And I have mentioned 10 points. If you'll see here, I have mentioned 10 points. That much is not required when they will ask OLTP. You can say 4-5 points. That is more than sufficient, not required for 10 points. Okay, same thing, OLTP and OLAP, you can answer from this only, OLTP and OLAP. Any question, guys? Any question, guys? Yogesh? Okay. So hope no questions are there. It's just theoretical part. You can read it. It's not more technical. All are theoretical parts. So this part you have to remember when they will ask question. So what is data mart? A data mart is a simple form of data warehouse focused on single subject or line of subject. As I told you in a diagram itself, if you'll see here, it's a data mart is there. So it's like if you'll see in a diagram, this is a data mart where like purchasing data is there, sales data is there, inventory data is there, marketing database will be there, sales database will be there, finance database will be there, HR database will be there. So it's a single subject, single department data. This is overall department data, organization data will be there, full organization data will be there. From here, they want to categorize it to department-wise data like sales data, HR data, IT data, marketing data. They can able to categorize it. That is called a data mart. So what is the data mart? The data mart is department data, single subject data. So these are all called single subject data. So that is what the definition is mentioned. So single subject data, simple form of data warehouse where single subject or line business, single subject means department, single department data will be there. With data mart, team can access data and gain insight faster. So if you will consider when you will access whole data in a form whole organization data, it will be a kind of little bit lengthy task to do it. But when you will fetch data from the department data, so you will be knowing that okay, I want to fetch data from HR department. So you will be able to easily fetch the data from HR department. Single subject area is fetching department from single subject area or data mart. It's always easy compared to the whole organization data warehouse. Okay. Okay, data for data mart are derived from the data warehouse. Okay, so sometimes what is there? If you read it properly, data for data mart are derived from data warehouse or from. So if you'll see here, the data for in data mart are coming from data warehouse. In this layer, data is coming from data warehouse. But in some of the project, or some of the company, data will come. Data mart will be before data warehouse. This data mart is in this diagram. Data mart is after data warehouse. In some of the project, in some of the company, data mart is designed before the data warehouse. Okay, so this is what we have data mart. Understood, guys? Or any other question? Guys, question? Any question?
Jay, what kind of questions the interviewer asked on the theoretical part you taught till the 8 till 8?
That's what. See, I have prepared that one. Okay, I have mentioned all these things. Okay, so what is ETL testing? What data warehouse architecture? Explain me the data warehouse architecture. What is data warehouse? Why data warehouse? All these things I have explained you. The difference between OLTP and OLAP. These are the question only. Mostly they will ask 100%. They will ask. These are the question only. More than this they will not ask. Okay, so all these things question I have mentioned. Moreover, wherever I felt that important question like data warehouse and data mining, I have mentioned in this document. Both documents I have uploaded into the share path. See, this is the also same thing. Okay, same thing we have. Same thing I have uploaded into the share path. And the data warehouse concept, what we are discussing, that is also there in share path. And the recording of it, all recordings till final. Okay, so till here, if you will refer this layer 3 classes, then it is for the data warehouse full concept will be there. Okay, so you can refer it. I'll share you the recording. Any question, guys? The question also I mentioned interview questions. For each layer, I will give you the interview question. Don't worry. Oracle SQL also important question I will give you. For data warehouse, anyway, like we have covered approximately 50% of topics. So those questions you can refer there. And give me your best 1 month of time. I will make sure that you will get your offer letter. Okay.
Some more clarity on data mart. Can you give, like, in simple words or some for better understanding? What is data mart? Some more clarity.
Data mart is nothing but, ma'am, if you'll see here, this is the whole organization data. You agree with that?
Yes.
It will store whole organization data, where in this you consider that in one organization, if you're storing data for one organization, so organization will have department like HR department, sales department, marketing department, finance department, a different purchasing department, procurement department. So many departments will be there. So if they want to store a whole organization means what? It will combine with all department data. But customer, what they want? No, I want one separate by department-wise data. Like HR department will have only the HR data, or purchasing department will have only the purchasing data. Sales department should have only the sales data. So like that, when customer they want their separate database for separate their separate department, that is called as data mart. Got it, ma'am?
Yes, I got it. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Any other question, guys? Pushraj?
No.
You understood?
Yeah.
Okay. Any other question, guys? Let me ask people. Santosh, any question? Supriya, any question, Supriya? Vamsi, any question?
No questions. But what are the timings of the class actually?
8 o'clock morning, weekend, Saturday, Sunday, weekend morning classes, 8 o'clock. Okay. After next class, weekdays, one class I will keep, maybe Wednesday or Thursday. In the evening or morning, it will be like based on your people ability, I will arrange it.
Okay. Good.
Morning better, same time, like, another or early also is fine. 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock is also better. Morning is better.
Yeah, definitely. Because morning time is always better. We will have office and all these things. My meeting will start from 9 o'clock on Monday to Friday. So people do prefer morning only 7:30 or 7 o'clock. So we'll conduct on that time only. Okay.
Okay.
So we'll discuss after the next class. We'll see that how it will be. Okay. Vinod, any question, Vinod?
No, sir. I will understood.
You understood. Okay.
Yeah.
Yogesh?
No, sir. No question.
You understood, no, Yogesh?
Yes, sir. I understood.
Okay, cool. Fine. So let's conclude this call. We'll stop it here. It's exactly 10 o'clock. So daily 2 hours. It's like too much effort when you will speak for 2 hours. Okay, people will be tired. So let's stop this class. And if anyone want to connect separately, they can call me. I just dropped my mobile number, and you have all my mobile number or my mail ID. I will share you the recording, okay, so that you people can go through. Okay.
Jay, what is the good time to call you?
Pushraj. Yeah, okay. You call me now only, no problem. We'll connect it.
No, I have some work right now. I will call you. That's the reason I'm asking you. What is the good time to call you?
Call me after half an hour. That is fine.
Okay.
Okay. Anytime you can call me. It's not a problem. You drop me a message. If I'll be free, when I will be free, I will call you back. It's
okay.
Not a
Thank
problem.
you.
Or like you can call me. If I'll be free, I will tell you that I'll call you back in 5-10 minutes. I'm always available on phone. Okay. And if you any doubts are there, if you want to discuss more, then we'll connect on Zoom again. So I have not stopped to think broadly for this concept. One more thing, guys. For this concept, don't go for Google and all these things. What I'm giving more than sufficient. Okay, so don't do more than that. I saw many students what they do. They will go Google and all these things, and they will get confused. And their selection in a project, it will be too long. Okay, it will be too long. They will waste time in a Google and all. For ETL testing, this much only is required. Okay, this much only required, not more than this. Nothing is required. Okay, so 100% question will come from this. I have included so many questions for the data warehouse concept. Don't go. If you want to explore, you can explore that SQL. How much you want to explore, you can explore that one. So I will not stop you in SQL. How much you want to learn, you learn it. You be perfect, very, very perfect in SQL. I will be happy to welcome, like I'll be happy for that. But whatever the things I'm telling you, restricting you, just follow my instruction. You will have your offer letter in your hand in 1.5 months. In June month, we will have lots of opening. So guys, be prepared. Okay. Okay, guys, let's disconnect the call. Okay. Anyone want to discuss, call me. No problem. Drop me a message in WhatsApp. We'll discuss more. And if you have not received any document for share path and all, just ping me in WhatsApp, your mail ID, and just tell me that you have not received. You people are got added in a group. So let me know, okay? Or you ping me personally also, that is fine. Let's disconnect. Huh? Bye, everyone. See you on next Saturday. Bye.
Yeah, bye.
Bye.